So far, so good. Oh, he's lost it. Look at the back wheel. Can he hold it? Oh, no, he's gone. What's up, everyone? Welcome back to Speed Without Engine, the place where fast-paced action meets pure fun. Get ready for some sick designs, crazy crashes, and tons of laughs. Let's go. Very steep start ramp, which we don't often get in box, isn't it? If they can kick this one with the course, good start by, say, the last Pangolin. Oh, just lost a little bit of a back there. This is a very, very quick time as it stands at the moment. If they can keep it together, it looks berm, that convex berm, which makes it difficult. Here's the kicker, and look at the height over there. Soapbox, but we have got today. It's an attractive looking. Here we go. Oh! Down we go. Look at him go over the top. Love it. Drag it down. It's down the ramp they go. I'm not necessarily sure the steering wheel's doing a great deal. He looks a bit... Before you start, fellas. Oh, he's gone, look. I don't actually think he ever had control of it whatsoever. You can tell by the look on his face. The minute... He needs to make sure he's got control of this. So far, so good. Oh, he's lost it. Look at the back wheel. It went, didn't it? As he starts to turn and lose control, the back wheel completely goes, and that is that. Already, the tin cans are starting to fall off the soapbox. Let's see what happens here, then. Let's hope the chicken doesn't obscure the end, but let's just wait and see. Here's the berm. Around they go. He's lost it. Can he hold it? Oh, no, he's gone. Straight into the straw bales. He was hanging on for grim death. Chickens flying all over the place. He loses the... And the first obstacle that they are going to encounter will be the berm. Wave to the crowd. Everybody wants the first obstacle for them, and they sail through there. That was really nicely taken. Not too low, nice and quick. Here's the kicker. Over we go. Oh, it's gone, look, the suspension. Front left as you look at it. Couldn't handle the weight, couldn't handle the speed. And that finishes the run, no doubt about that. They can, it's all they'll manage to do. Here it is. Fair deal of speed down the start ramp. And now it's a case of Mattia making sure that he can... Really nice and smooth through there. He's in complete control of everything as it stands. Now, taking the speed at the top, that would have been a really quick time. There was lots of it at the top. Over the kicker with a bit of air. A little bit of a bounce when it came down. And now, for some reason, it seems to be slowing down. I'm not quite sure whether it's a line. Down we go, over the finish line, in 45.02. Down to the bottom in one piece. And if they do, it will be a test of skill, because that is not, and you can see, but it's so far so good. Here's the berm, or the curver, as the teams like to call it today. Cheered on by this huge crowd here in Rome today. Very popular team, this one. When you factor in all of the phases of scoring here for a soapbox race, that puts them in a really towards the finish line. Let's see the time. It's not very quick over there, but it might be quick enough. 42.04. And we will see how they do. It's nice and compact, this one, with the small, chunky wheels. And it started off at a fair old clip, and there was a lot of speed through the berm. I just thought on entry there, then Giancarlo and Antonio, the pilots, two pilots on board this particular soapbox, and all for a great cause here in Rome today. Keep it going. They did keep it going. 40.06. Good time, decent. These lot can get it down the bottom of the course. Here we go. Let's hope that sword stays in there. Nice and quick. Good driving at the moment from Alessandro. He's well in control of the soapbox to lift, but he wasn't going to back off. Big air over the... Really good run. And look at the height they get over this particular obstacle. The kicker, so spectacular when you can keep the momentum. Can he post a time? There it is. 33 here, 23 for the performance, and down we go. I didn't know there was a full moon over Rome today. Around the berm, it's been an absolute joy to be around all day. Absolutely fantastic. They've taken the... Here's the kicker. Oh, just enough speed to get over there. This is where the teams tend to lose the speed, isn't it? After the kicker, you'd think they'd go faster. They're actually slowing down here. It's down towards the finish line. That should be enough. Let's have a look at the time. 51.04. No dramas at the top of the course. On the agenda, Let's see whether they can glide round there. Yes, they can. Smooth. Might need a bit more speed. There's the kicker. You might see one or two soapboxes really take off over there if they can take speed into that obstacle. Here they come down now to enjoy it. That's what they've done. There it is, 38.04. It's a nice run from... Got to have a very fast run if they want to feature in the final shake-up today. You can see, even time for a yawn. Oh, there we go, around the berm. That's not too bad. He went quite high there. We're not quite many teams. They tend to go slightly lower. There's a bit of height over the kicker. Now
that was amazing. How did it feel? That was fast.
No, it was nice. It was nice.
The jump was huge.
And a punch of the air, and 34.01. And we saw a couple of spectacular bits there. The performance will stand them in good stead. Down goes this canoe. Paula and Matt back to the course. Here's the berm, and they really are rattling into this, aren't they? They've gone in there quite low, which might be the creativity, the performance, and as important as all of those, the run itself. Really, really good. The fear, I suppose, of tipping the soapbox over the kicker, and this is really nice. This looks like it's good. They will take some beating today. That might be a potential podium finish there for that team. And celebrating down to the finish. What about the time? 37.03. Everything. Mauro, David, making up the team. So down we go towards the berm. Oh, up we go. This into the berm, and the chariot decides to swing low through there. Now we've got the kicker, and he's going to have to try and generate a little bit more speed than we're seeing, look, because the front wheel then literally just went over the edge and down the exit ramp of the kicker. Every time he leans back, he lifts the faster. Now the feet are out. Look, pedal it down. Go on, son, over the line. There we go. There we go. 40. Nice this, doesn't it? Looks like it's going to be good if the suspension holds out. And don't forget, what they did tell us is, start though, it's nice and quick. Around the berm, there we go. That's, oh, he just started to, how to hold it. The steering might well be the weakness. That will be a problem. It's a good to get it back again. Now down we go to the kicker. Let's have a look at this. Flies over that. No, Team POGARTORI did really well. Lovely, lovely height over that. Look at that. Lots of speed in there. Loads of height. Really like the finish. Concentration etched on his face. Over the finish line. What about the time? 35. It looks quick. It's well designed. Looks like it could be fast. Let's see. And the momentum, this could be a quick time. Here's the kicker. Yeah, fine over there. Plenty of air, nice and smooth. Hardly veered off. There we go, love that. Plenty of height. Time, if they get there, 35.01. So off they go. There's been a lot of thought gone into this design. Jerry and Alessandro. And look at the smoke. This team is smoking. Here's the bird, nice and high up there. That was spectacular. Look at the green and pink smoke billowing out the back. Made friends here today. Nice and smooth through there. You can't see a thing. There we are. And over the line in 1 minute .0. Looks painful, the fella on the left. Yeah, pull my head back. Here we go anyway, down towards the bird somewhere. There's not a great deal through there. They're going to struggle actually to get from one side of the kicker to the other at this speed, let alone reach the bottom of the course. Here's the kicker, up and over. And this is where the course really finish. Over we go in 1 minute .04, and that's without... Head's gone. His head's gone already. Now he's got to keep it together. He looks scared. We should stop doing that with his mouth. Down we go around the berm. Here we go. See on the side. I'm glad he put that out the soapbox there so we actually know what's happening. Over the kicker. The balloons are still going. Round we go. It's not bad, this. Let's have a look at the time. It is 45.06.